Welcome back to Dragon Quest Builders! So we finished the game! We did it! We beat it! Had a number of people asking about Terra Incognita though, so I figured I'd do one last video showing off Terra Incognita. So, no I do not. So Terra Incognita it's the free building mode, effectively. Think something closer to, say, Minecraft? They just drop you in and say, hey, go have fun, build whatever, do whatever you want. Just go, man, go. So I played around in Terra Incognita for a little bit, so I'm not going to be doing much more than just kind of showing you around, to be honest. Wow, we're not even, like, on the planet anymore. Yay. We get to build. Oh man, a teleport. A sharing stone! So this is kind of a neat online feature where you can build stuff, and as long as it's in that area, you can then share that with other people. Huh. And that's it. They just drop you in and you're good to go. All you got is a wooden stick to your name. Get a couple Naviglobes. Otherwise, you can build all kinds of fancy things. Pretty much every time you unlock a recipe in the regular story, you unlock it here. So I forget if Terra Incognita is actually open at the start of the game, or if you have to beat Chapter 1 with Cantlin in order to open it up. But the idea is you only have access to what's here. And this entire... Okay, let's say Terra Incognita is divided up into various maps. And this one is kind of your home map. And much like how in the regular chapters, you had your small little base area, in Terra Incognita, this entire instance is treated as your base. So you can build anything, anywhere, all around here, and it's super cool. There's a couple things done to kind of help you out. There's this right here. A couple supplies in it for you. Just in case you want to grab anything, a couple stairs, just all kinds of nice little supplies. What's going on over here? Hey, how you guys doing? They're gonna attack that guy. Oh, they're gonna attack me. So this is actually gonna be kind of rough. This is going to be kind of rough, because usually you have more equipment when you get around to doing this. I got a mushroom. I want to kill that big guy. He's the closest to dead. Of course, I got all these idiots to worry about. There's nothing stopping you from getting a little more equipment before you come here, too. Like... Though it is kind of neat that they open this up from the very beginning. Ow, ow. Wow, really? 1 damage? Look, just kill him. Kill him. Yeah, alright. Okay, you guys are absolute weenies now. Man, maybe I was worrying too much. Do 1 damage. Hey, are you alright there, guy? I don't know what to give you. I can give you this. Eh. Doing the pan. Ah! Yeah! And now we have a great saber cub! Whee! So I think it's really hilarious that throughout the entire main story, nothing like this is ever done! This thing is treated as a party member, so will fight alongside you, but also a mount. So you can get on it and ride around and just go super fast. And it's super cool. Real nice. Cool stuff. But anyway, this is effectively Terra Incognita. I'm actually going to... And then I'll follow you around. I'm gonna exit out and go to the one that I actually did play through. You know what? How hard is it gonna be to set this up? So when I was pooing around, I managed to put this little town together. I've tried to make every room that you can. So that means every various crafting room, you got the little water rooms, you got the gardens, more crafting rooms, more crafting rooms, more crafting rooms. Got a spa, inn places, because there's a lot of residents, food, more inn. Actually, I think this is an infirmary. This is supposed to be the chest room, the treasury, but there is no colossal coffer in Terra Incognita. There's like that. And a princess's bedroom. I'm kind of surprised it's not actually showing what room I'm in the upper corner. Let's see here. Got the marsh room. These are specific devices just for Terra Incognita that let you make certain things that you didn't have direct access to in any of the regular chapters. So there's no room built around these. Oh, and this one over here lets you make forbidden things, like the Dragon Lord's throne. And the Sword of Ruin! Neat stuff. So this over here is where people will craft, like gather food, put it in there from the crops you have. This room I never actually got around to making, but you need the 3 of these, 3 of these, 3 of these, and a bench. This is called an illumination station. And what it does is it makes all of the torches that you're carrying around brighter. But this is what I tossed together. It's okay. I'm not a super creative person, so I didn't have a lot in the way of things. I wasn't like, man, I can do big old builds. It was, I don't know, I'll go through what I have, and we'll go from there, I guess. Okay, so I've not actually done anything with this one because it's kind of weird right here. I'm not about online, so I didn't mess with that either. But you can craft pretty much everything. You can craft all the legendary gear again. All the stuff that you only had to find, you couldn't craft, you can probably craft now. Hold up. So party members also, not party, town members also periodically show up. These are all the people what we got. Summon. Yay, I did it. Yeah! Look at us go! Everybody get out of the way. Oh, can I not open doors? He can jump super high though, so it's fine. Okay, so this is the base instance. Since this is kind of treated as your home... Oh, hey, this is one of the things that got spawned. Nifty. So there are no enemies here. Nothing to worry about in that regard. This base area here is specifically for you to run around and collect your very most basic supplies. And then as you unlock things in the story, you unlock things here. As you complete the chapters in the main story, it also opens these teleportals up. There's one for each chapter. So let's go ahead and head down here, because this one goes to the Cantlin area. The area it's unlocked with Cantlin. And once you're in here, it's pretty much a short version of what you ran into in Cantlin. There's a couple little puzzles that you can do to unlock items. Oh, spare stuff. That's nice. But otherwise, it's got enemies, it's got all of the very basic supplies you can gather. And that's about the size of it. You run through here and you see all kinds of neat stuff. Everything from Cantlin, beginning to end. It's laid out in kind of a straight line, so it's hard to get lost. I did end up kind of getting frustrated with some paths, though, so I ended up taking longer paths around, or like even digging channels. Alright, so that was like the first area of Cantlin. Then you climb up here and you make your way to what was behind the first teleportal of Cantlin. A little bit of desert. There was desert after the first teleportal in Cantlin. Because they have to give you all these supplies that you could get in Cantlin. All the enemies, everything. So, kind of how this ends up working is you have free access to everything that you have encountered in the main story. So you can run through here and collect everything, so you can build everything. And it's actually pretty neat. I like how it's laid out, and you actually have to go on little adventures. And since you start with pretty much nothing to your name... Oh, here's the next teleportal. And since you start with pretty much nothing to your name, you actually have to go out of your way to craft things and follow some of the crafting trees to unlock things. Like you have to make the wood stuff so you can go gather wood, and then you have to make... get your sticks and stuff to make a hammer, then you can go get the next hardest stone. So you can get, eventually work your way up to making, like, iron stuff once you can come here and mine the iron. So that was Cantlin, or the Cantlin area. Are you still in my party? Sure are. So that was the Cantlin area. So we can go haul our butts over here. Somewhere. There it is. So this teleport will take us to Chapter 2. All the fancy things behind Chapter 2. Yeah, so you start out with the poison, learn how to farm things. So this is one that I know I traveled into a lot. Because mostly because I needed, cotton to make, like, 1 billion beds. Oh, that's right, I'm immune to status effects. Cool. Yeah, so, again, this is behind the, I want to say the first teleportal. In, was it Rimmildar? Yeah, whatever. Regardless. I want to say this is the first area there, so we get, like, all the little poison flowers. First time we find trees in this area, palm trees. Then behind the next teleportal is where you get the swamp. Trees. Darn trees. So one concern, I guess, with the supplies is in the regular chapters, your main focus is just doing what you need in order to both survive and complete the chapter. Oh yeah, brick. Brick biome. And then moving into the dead things biome. But in turn, they put more than enough supplies around for you to be able to make it through the main scenario and have a little bit of fun while you're at it. Like, you're never really hurting for supplies, but there is a limited number of supplies available. So how they handle that in Terra Incognita is you can reset all of these instances. In fact, the reason all the enemies are actually spawning in here is because I have reset this one once before. And make your way to the end, and they put little things every now and then with like, hey, here's a bunch of little oddball supplies. But I have reset this one before, which is why you're seeing a lot of that. But that also ensures that you will never run out of supplies, because no matter what happens, you can always just reset those and go get everything again. Ooh, big ol' castle. Man, what are you doing up there? Heck! Put a friggin' Cantlin shield in the way? Oh, that's nice. Look at that. Ooh, that looks nice. Oh, and even the cherry blossom. How do you... That's a good question. How do you get those blocks? I don't remember those in any... I don't remember finding those anywhere. Anyway, so going around back now is where you'll find the third teleportal, which will take you to Fire and Ice area. Crap, what's it called? Coal. I remember Coal, don't remember the other one. So you start out in Crappy Town. Get some cactus, though. And it's nice because you can just come here and get supplies. Like, you don't have to worry about surviving out here. Though, I mean, you could. Everything out here is here for it. behind the first teleportal was lava. And an amount of it. I think I had to use the dragon bones for something, which is why there's no dragon bones around. What did I have to use dragon bones for? Man, I have no idea. Probably could have just run through the lava and saved myself a bit of a trip. Oh, also out here, specifically right here, the... Crap. Fire Hand. He actually will spawn there, and you have to kill him. I think this is another place that I ended up spending kind of a lot of time at. Just to gather supplies, so I hoofed it this pretty lengthy distance quite often. Oh, I was going out here because I was trying to find, I want to say Powie Yowies for something. Because they drop like Powie Yowie fur? I forget what I was using the fur for, though. So, obviously it's snowing now, so this is behind the second teleportal. Oh, here's another one of the little puzzles. I forget what this one was. I think it was just, like, rotate everything... Yeah, rotate everything by 90 degrees. So you had to come here, take everything off, and then put it all back on one spot to the side. And you'll get little prizes and things out of that. Usually nothing phenomenal, but I think that's where you get like the Featherfall boots or something like that. So this is the third teleportal, and if you go all the way out here, this is where the Fern Fiend resides. And then if you really want to, you can go in here. There is a cave lining this whole thing with pretty much all the ore you could ever want. I like how this guy, like, banks. He's going too fast. He can't do quick turns. You gotta go... Okay. So you can continue that path around, and it'll eventually take you to the fourth teleportal, but I got tired of running over there for that. Okay. So I'm pretty sure I either dug a tunnel or something, but you can get up this way. I swear I dug a tunnel. Maybe I was just thinking about it. Anyway, this is where the fourth teleportal is. The third one isn't too far if you just keep going in that direction. Like, the paths meet. And this takes us, of course, to Horrible Town. Where this was, of course, the very base area, the very first area. Of course, you can't really tell them apart that much. They all kind of look the same. This is probably making our way to the second teleportal area here, so you got all the ore up in the things. Another little puzzle to solve. I think you just had to fill this in and make it a slime. Or something. Something similar. That'll kill me. Yeah, so second teleportal there. That moves into the... or This moves into the second teleportal here, technically, which was where we were seeing all of the areas we've already been to. So we're starting with Ellie's area. Would not be surprised if we saw some sand and things. Yep, there's some... Nope, that's bone, still. Maybe it's just the poison. Maybe that's the only one they put in. Feels like that's not enough. Yeah, this is where we're seeing all these little campsites and everything, though. So this is for sure that it. Yep, and there's the lava. And for whatever reason, if you keep going... Oh, I gotta go this one. Ah, there's the desert. We found it. It's even got the little ice area. Little ice guys. And then this moves our way into the final area, which was leading up to the Dragon Lord's castle. So this has got all the dragons and wizards and things around. And what's neat here is if you go far enough, you go all the way to the end. There's no Dragon Lord's castle, of course, but there's this boat. Like, why is there a boat here? And there's a ton of supplies just kind of laying around if you need them. All like floor tiles and barricades and kind of neat stuff. Beds, crafting stations. Not sure why all of this is here, but it sure is. Kind of wanted to finish building this boat, but I never got around to. Cannons, even. I mean, I can make cannons in this mode, so there's that. There you go. That is Terra Incognita. The only other thing that I think I was going to mention about Terra Incognita is there are life seeds, or whatever they're called. There are the seeds of life thing around. Usually they're pretty well hidden. You can see after all the exploration I've done in these areas, I only have 70 HP. And I'm pretty sure there's enough of those to get you up to like 90 or 100. But they're hidden well. You'll get stuff where, like, there's a tree, and it's buried under the tree. So you've got to go dig down underneath it to see if there's something there. The enemies are not enemies. But they will join you if you want to go out on an adventure. You can talk to them and they'll join your party. Whereas the regular human-type people, they just kind of sleep in beds and don't come out and join you. Oh, never mind, they do. I would say the monsters will defend the town, but I don't entirely believe that. All of the NPCs that are generated for this area are randomly generated. So you don't really have any control over who shows up or when or how or why. It's something like every couple in-game nights, or you can just sleep in a bed for like 3 times or whatever, somebody new will show up, and you have no control over who that's going to be. You can save scum it. Like, save and then go to bed, and when you wake up, there'll be a person there. But not only will going to bed do it, but also loading the save will do it. So if you wait like 3 nights in-game without going to sleep, and then save and quit, when you load up the next time, there will be a new person here ready to join, which is exactly what happened the first time you saw me boot this one up. But that's Terra Incognita. Gave you the full tour. That's pretty much the whole area. It's just free building otherwise. You can go build or do whatever you want. What's that guy doing over there? Like a minecart track? It sure is! It doesn't look complete, though. Here I was thinking, like, man, I'm gonna have to ride this or something. But I don't think it's done. Take a look at one more. Grass floor, no furnishings, nice. Staircase going up. There we are, staircase going up. Red floor. I think that's bloodstone, possibly. Huh. And I guess there's only the 2 floors. So I do know it. I haven't seen anything too terribly impressive on these little stone things. But I have seen some pretty impressive builds done in Terra Incognita in general. Hello! But anymore, if you really want to see some cool builds, you look at Dragon Quest Builders 2. Because Builders 2 did make it way easier to build. Build big. But again, that is Terra Incognita. So yeah, until next time, everyone,